I wish the classroom had seats this comfortable. I can feel my mind wandering as my eyes quickly scan the room, distracted by all the small changes since I last came. Alrighty, so what brings you here? I haven't seen you often, so I assume your health's been good so far. Well, it wasn't his fault. He was poked, barged, and smacked, and... well, the fourth time was his fault, I can agree. Well, mostly. Oh god, that face is gonna drop. No, it's not. I see. His smile drops as I trail off. I feel slightly guilty about it. It's these moments where I can't rationally call myself normal that makes me so reluctant to see the nurse. They're an admission that I'm different from everyone else. While I was on the trip during the long weekend, I had a few problems with my heart. He hums very seriously and nods as he does so, urging me to go on. I think it was as I was walking a fairly long distance. I think the right term for it is heart flutter. Why do I get the feeling we're gonna get bitch slapped? I suddenly went weak at the knees and felt almost like I was having a small heart attack, but it passed in about half a minute. Even afterward, though, I felt pretty fatigued and nauseous. Oh god. Not good. Not good at all. That was how many days ago exactly? Did you do anything unusual aside from exerting yourself before the episode? Were you taking your medications properly? No! No, we were not. Oh god. The nurse switches from awkward jokester to serious health professional mode, rattling off questions, making notes, and calling up stuff on his computer. I tell him about oh my god. My eye is twitching for some reason. I don't know why. It's annoying me. I tell him about forgetting to take my pills that morning and the preceding evening. It was a stupid thing to do, but I can't change anything about it now, except answer honestly and bite the bullet. I'm sure we can leave the Bouchikabower out. I mean, did it twice. Not at the same time, but at different days. And you didn't have any heart attacks. Nearly did with Hanako, though. Spoilers, but surely some of you have seen Hanako Dark. His seriousness evolves into a frown, and the talk evolves into an instant checkup. Who's that Pokemon? I finish buttoning up my shirt and again get mentioned to take a seat in front of the nurse. Is this the first heart problem you've had since coming to Yamaku? No. 4 times. I've had short pains in my chest before, just a couple of times, but they were more discomfort than anything like this. He leans back in his chair, briefly resembling a white-coated patriot, as he mulls over the mysterious case of the heart flutter, moving his lips from side to side to show he's thinking, his non-existent mustache wiggling. He eventually comes to a conclusion. Well, you survived it. That's always on the plus side. Okay. I blink at this one, then notice the nurse wearing his got you face. It's actually somewhat reassuring. I don't think he would crack jokes if things were really serious, so I keep silent and take my lumps. I'll have to talk with your doctor, but right now I suspect it's simply due to physical exertion. Have you been keeping up with regular exercises like I directed you to? I make sure to walk a reasonable amount every day. It's usually enough to work up a bit of sweat, but then again, I'm not really as fit as I used to be. That should be enough then. The main thing to keep in mind due to regular low-stress exercises, not short bursts of sprinting and such. That was butchered! Understand, I didn't. Since leaving the hospital, I've been a lot more focused on my studies, partly to take my mind off not being able to do more physical things. It's good to hear you're coping well. Sudden lifestyle changes can be hard at the best of times, so I'm pleased to hear that you sound like you have everything in order. Almost everything, that is. Nevertheless, I want to keep a close eye on you for a while, just for observation's sake. Just to make sure things aren't going downhill, you understand? That's something I really didn't want to hear since coming to Yamaku. All I've wanted to do is live as normal a life as possible. Observation was one of the words I came to hate most during my hospital stay. For so long I felt as if I could have just walked straight out the hospital doors, if not for that observation the doctors wanted so dearly. Sure, should I come in more often? He chuckles, really, of all the things. He checks the calendar next to his computer, which seemed to inflict on him a nasty case of furrowed brow. He spins back towards me after that. The summer holidays are a bit of a pain, considering the timing. I'll check with your doctor to try and get a better handle on the situation and see how he wants to proceed, but I think you should just take things slowly and carefully for now. What you're describing doesn't immediately sound like a recurring event, but it won't hurt to slow down a bit for a while. Just to make sure. What should I do for today? He looks over my shoulder at the clock hanging over the door. I'd never have noticed it if I hadn't followed his gaze. It's nearly time for school to be over, so you may as well just leave early. He gives me a sly wink, making sure that I understand he's doing me a favour. Well, nurse's orders. Thanks. That's what I'm here for, after all. I know you might not want to hear this, but you can't ignore your condition. Don't hesitate to see me if you have any further problems, or if you just have anything you want to ask. Bye. He spins around. My voice. He spins around and gets back to typing on the computer in front of him. I suppose I'll just read before waiting for Lilly by the gate, considering I don't have much else to do. Even as I leave, his words echo in my mind. My condition isn't something as limiting as many of the others here in Yamaku, and I don't want to burden Lilly with thinking about it. If I just live normally and avoid any short, sharp shocks, I should be okay. I won't let my condition ruin me. Where are we now? We're outside. Lilly comes into view soon after the bells. Oh my lord. Do apologise. Hurdling the end of the school day ring out. Lilly says farewell to a number of her classmates headed in the other direction before beginning her weekly trip to the convenience store. Afternoon, Lilly. And I will see you in the next episode of Katawa Shoujo.